Have you ever approached somebody who has either mouth odor or body odor, and when you bring it to their notice, they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know." Blah blah blah. Has that ever happened to you? Have you ever experienced that? Well, that's happened quite a few times with me, and every time I almost cannot believe that somebody is not aware of how bad their breath smells or how bad their body odor is. And I have a theory as to why that may be possible. And that's what I want to talk about in this video. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Brenda Altraide, and in this video, I want to talk about the generational impact of body odor and mouth odor and poor personal hygiene generally. I'm so serious about this topic. I know you'll be wondering what is generational impact of body odor. Yes, it's a thing. Okay, at least in my theory, it's a thing. So hear me out. Okay. Now, at infancy, when a child is born, they cannot really identify their parents or their caretaker by like their physical features, okay? Because an infant is too young, their brain is not fully developed to really identify facial structures and recognize people or their parents through like facial looks or physical appearance. Okay, so the first thing that a child would recognize would be voice and smell. So the child recognizes the mother based on her body scent or her smell or her voice. Because in the womb, it gets to a stage where children can actually hear sounds. So a child might be able to recognize the mother's voice or recognize the mother via her body scent, right? So imagine if the mother now has body odor. That child is going to, now this is a child, he doesn't know that it's body odor, he doesn't know that it's an unpleasant smell, he just knows that this is how my mother smells. Imagine your child identifying you through your body odor, even if they are not aware that it's body odor. And then this child grows up in the same household with the mother smelling like that constantly. It becomes a normal thing to them. It's like, this is how human beings are supposed to smell firsthand. They might perceive other things that are more pleasant, but they don't really, it doesn't quite register that there's something wrong with this smell or with this odor, and it's not normal. Why? Because that's what they grew up knowing. That might change, but I don't think that would necessarily happen to everybody. So if that child has body odor, it's possible that they are not aware that they have body odor. You get my point now. I don't know if I'm making sense, but this is funny because when I thought about it, I was laughing. I thought about this yesterday when I was I went to get my pressing iron fixed, and I was sitting down there waiting for the technician to be done, and it just occurred to me because I perceived somebody's body odor, and it was Kai. It was something else. It was something else. I'm just grateful to God for my life right now, but that thing was out of this world. So it got me thinking, and that's why I'm making this video. Like, I believe that is a thing. I've convinced myself that that is a thing. It's a whole ass theory, and it's a thing. Like, you can't tell me different, because the first time I approached this girl in my school, not even in my school, at this holiday lesson I used to attend when I was in secondary school. So she used to sit like beside me. She was like my neighbor in class. Pretty girl, sweet girl. I actually really liked this particular girl, and everybody just kept talking about how bad her body odor is, and she also had bad breath. It was crazy. So one day, after one of those small, brief gossip sessions about how bad her breath was or how bad she smells, I didn't know because we were not exactly close. Like, we were cordial, but we're not friends. Okay, so I didn't know how to approach her in a way that it would seem like it was an attack or something. So I wrote her a note. I wrote her a note, and I'm like, I don't know if you are aware, but you have I can't really remember the words, but I was trying to be as polite as I can. But I think I said something along the lines of like, you have a bad body odor, and it's everybody's talking about it and nobody's talking to you about it. Are you aware? And she was like, no, she didn't think that she smelled bad. She actually came to my seat now to discuss it proper, and I told her, let's go outside of the class, because I didn't want other people overhearing the conversation. And you know how people are, especially in secondary school. We were not mature, a lot of us did not have sense. So we went outside and we're talking about it. She's like, she actually uses a ton of like body sprays. And I asked her specifically, I'm like, do you use deodorant or any kind of antiperspirant? She's like, no, that she just uses body sprays. She uses like 5 different ones at the same time. And I'm like, see, first of all, too much of everything is bad. I think you should take a break from using all those many body sprays, and maybe find a good deodorant and use that for a while, and then like choose your scent with body sprays. You can't just use everything on yourself, like just like that. So we actually ended up having a nice conversation out of that, and we kind of became a bit more friendly with each other after that encounter. And that was that. It was a good talk. And as for her breath, she had a bad tooth that she was going to take out, and she was scheduled to have it taken out sometime after that conversation. So yeah, I think that was sorted. Then again, in my school now proper, like in my secondary school, there's this other girl, again another sweet, beautiful soul. She had really nasty breath, like her breath was nasty. And she had this attitude of wanting to talk in your face all the time, like, oh my god, I want to hear what you have to say, but like, I'm fighting for my life here. And it was like the same case with the other girl. Everybody was talking about it and nobody was talking to her about it. So like what I did before, I sent her a note one day. If I didn't even send her the note, I wrote it in front of her. I'm like, I want to tell you something, but I don't want you to be embarrassed, and I don't even want to say it because I don't want to sound wrong or rude about it. So I wrote her a note. I'm like, you have really bad breath. And I passed the note to her. She was like, oh my god, that she never knew, that she doesn't know, nobody. I'm like, okay, but do you brush your teeth? Like, okay, brush your teeth, do you brush your tongue? She's like, she brushes her tongue, but she doesn't really pay attention because she feels like it's the teeth. I'm like, no, now, when you look in the mirror, look at your tongue. That's not how somebody's tongue is supposed to be. Like, her tongue is always white, like white, plain white. But sis, do something. Like, come on. So imagine a child growing in that environment, growing in the midst of people who have bad breath and body odor. They probably think it's normal until maybe they are old enough to learn for themselves and know better. So I believe that it's possible that sometimes people don't know, but there's still a conflicting thought to this theory, because it's like, when my breath is bad, I can perceive it. Like, my nose is just here, it's just on top of my face. See the nose, see the mouth. When you open your mouth in the morning, don't you perceive your bad breath? Don't you perceive your morning breath? How can you tell me you don't know that your mouth is smelling? What's that? Some of you can be unfair sometimes, January. So when people say like they can't, okay, so this my own theory now, it only excuses children. Now we are grown, we are an adult. You've probably tried to date and they ghosted you or something, and you did not bother to ask or to check if something was wrong with you. Maybe it was your bad breath or body odor. Even when you have body odor, how can you not know? How can you not know? Did you use deodorant? How can you not know now that you have body odor? Do you use deodorant? You not use. You shower once a day. Go about all your everything that you have to do in this life. Then you come back and climb bed and sleep. You not shower again. You not brush your teeth. You not use deodorant from morning and you say you don't know that you have body odor. Come on. And then some of you even repeat the clothes that you sweat in. And what do you expect? And your Gabriel is supposed to wash it when you're sleeping. What's going on? Ah, please, please, especially if you are looking, if you don't already have kids and you're looking to have kids and raise kids, your personal hygiene has to be top notch. Like, it does, I'm not saying go extreme. Please, oh, don't go and do the one that is not necessary. When I say top notch, like, at least try and shower twice a day. Use deodorant, even roll on. Use it. I know that things are expensive now. See that short spray, that short spray, you know short spray. Short spray, when I started using it was like maybe 650 naira, abi, or 750. I don't know. But it sure wasn't up to 1,000. Now it's about 1,000. How much? The last time I bought, I think I got two for almost 4,000 naira. Because I like to buy two at a time. I bought two for almost 4,000 naira. So I know that these things are expensive, but there are roll-ons that are still under 1K. Use roll-on, they have the same effect. I use roll-on, I use short spray. I used to use both of them together because I have trust issues. I don't even trust my own self, talk of another person. So I was using both of them. Then I realized that I was overdoing a big, because yeah, where do I even go to in this life? I'm always at home. So I now use either. So it's either I use roll-on or I use the spray. It depends on, I move as the spirit leads. But I use deodorant, I use body mist. Even when I'm at home, I still spray perfume. So try now. Try. Help us. Some of you early morning like this, 8 o'clock, somebody will just jam you in the bank queue and you want to kill people. And you say you showered though. You showered, then you wore the shirt that you bought 3 days ago to the market that you did not use deodorant. And you say I've only worn it once, that it's not dirty. It's not dirty, but is it not smelling? Is it not smelling? Because soup did not stain it, you say it's not dirty. Is it not smelling? And some people are very strong, very strong body scent. Like that's if that's your natural body scent, I'm not judging you for that. What I'm saying is you can make it better, like using deodorant and showering twice a day. It's not hard now. Are you allergic to water? What's the problem? One lady was trying to back her baby in the market one day. She didn't wrap her like this. I almost passed out. That child now is there sniffing that thing morning, afternoon, night, day in, day out. God of mercy. That child will grow up now and think that that's how she's supposed to smell. When will this pandemic end? Because it's a pandemic. My friend was complaining. He went to a fashion show yesterday, and the people that were in front of him wanted to kill him with body odor. With every raise of their hand, his life was threatened. Why are you doing like this now? How can you go to that kind of place? You will not use deodorant. You will not wear clean clothes. Who are you embarrassing now? Why you didn't behave like that? Anyway, I thought about this thing yesterday. I'm like, I'm going to make a video about it because as much as it's hilarious, it is important. Like, this is a serious thing. This is a big deal. It's a big deal. I don't care what you think. It's a huge deal, and it's terrible. A lot of things are going wrong, left, right, and center. We cannot be dealing with your body odor and your mouth odor. We can't be doing that, please. If you have cavities, gather your coins, go to a dentist, have your teeth cleaned. Save money. People used to save money for Christmas clothes. I'm sure most of you have saved money that you spend this Valentine. Then you will now start planning for Easter. The next thing is your birthday. That's if you're not planning for your birthday already. Then the next thing you're planning for Christmas, Haba. Your own burden, plan for it now, help the nation. These are some of the things that are ailing our society. Take care of yourself. And those innocent children, do you know what you are doing to them? Do you know what you are doing to those children? Now, if you are struggling with that strong masculine body odor, that one that even after you shower, okay, let's say like me now, if I shower and I don't use deodorant, it will take like maybe 5 or 6 hours before I would realize, you know, use deodorant, and that's me being at home chilling. If I go, I cannot even try it to go anywhere without using deodorant. But I don't know, maybe it will show faster. So I don't think I have that strong masculine scent. I don't think so. I don't think so. I've tried. I've been trying for myself. So, but if you have that kind of odor, there's something you can do. There's what they call lime bath. So basically, you carry lime, you cut into two, then use it and rub salt. Just use it and put on salt like this. Then use it to wash your underarm. Wash it, then scrub it like that. Then don't wash it off. Leave it, allow it to like dry. Then go and shower. Or if you have somewhere to go, you can eliminate the salts and just use only the lime. Carry lime like this. Scrub your underarm. You can do that. Maybe if you do like that during the day, in the night you can now use deodorant, or you use your normal deodorant in the daytime. Then in the night when you shower, you do that. It helps to eliminate those strong. The way I'm emphasizing is because of what I've perceived. I know what I'm saying. That strong smell, it will help. It will help. All of us have our natural body scent that is not flavorful. It's not, the scent. Do you understand? Like, we not fall from sky. We were born into this world of sin. So all of us have body scent. I'm not trying to make anybody feel any type of way, but some of us have a stronger scent, like body scent, than others. So sometimes even when you use deodorant, there's how you sweat, you still smell bad. It doesn't happen to me again. It used to happen to me before when I was in like 100 level. I used to have that experience. If I sweat, then I have to wash that cloth immediately. If I leave it in the laundry basket, that thing will stink up the whole joint. So, but I've tried, I've used different things. One time I even had to use one medication, all these topical medication, like all these tube creams. I had to use it for my underarm. It even helps with my what they call it, hyperpigmentation from shaving. So if you don't like the lime idea, that's the only one I can remember off the top of my head. I'm not going to recommend anything for you, any medication for you, because I'm not a pharmacist. It's not my jurisdiction. So you can go to a pharmacy, go to a dermatologist, talk to somebody, get the help that you need. But again, wash your clothes. I know people that don't like to wash their clothes. They believe that because they use expensive perfumes, it will cover the smell. Wash your clothes. I don't care. Wash it. If you have a strong body scent, you should not be repeating shirts. As you are removing it, throw it in the laundry basket. Wash it before you wear it again. All those ones too is to contribute. Sometimes your body might not even be smelling, it might even be just the clothes. Some of you women, is the bra for me, man. I passed where somebody hung bra one day. Kai, I got dizzy. When I perceived that thing, I was dizzy for a few minutes. It's not good. It's not nice, please. If you sweat a lot, you should be washing your bra more often. Which one be? I've only worn it once. Your nose is not working. Is that thing smelling right to you? But most importantly, see that generation, that thing used to pass down to children. I beg now, please stop it. If you are breastfeeding, you already know that breast milk is smelly. Breast milk, once it touches anything, that's it, to smell. So if you are a breastfeeding mother, you cannot be repeating bra. You have to be using breast pad, nipple pad, what they call it, I don't know, something pad. You have to be washing your clothes, changing your wrapper, washing it. Because that child will now be thinking that it's normal. After all, this is how my mommy smells, it's normal. It was through my own mother that I knew that I had a strong body sense when I was growing up. I knew that this thing is not normal. Because my mom, although my mom never lets me wash her clothes, sometimes asked me to go and bring her clothes for her to wash. Like, can't bring me my clothes, let me wash. When I go to bring my mom's dirty clothes, they don't smell the way my clothes smell. That's how I knew that there was something wrong. So I had to now, I don't really like to talk too much or ask too many questions. I learn more through observation. So I started observing her. My mom showers morning and night, whether she goes out or not. The first thing she does when she wakes up is to drink water and brush her teeth, then shower. In the night, she must shower. Even if she has been in the house for morning, even if she does leave her bed, she will still shower. And she always uses deodorant. That her roll-on, timeless. That's a beautiful roll-on. If you have access to it, buy it. Anywhere you see it, buy it. Timeless. I don't think it has fake because it's not popular, but it's really good. I've used it once, but now I prefer the Nivea. I use Nivea Men, something Impact. I don't know. So, but I use Nivea Men Dry Impact, ma'am. Dry Impact. That's what I use. So please. These children that you are raising, they are the leaders of tomorrow. Although we don't know the day since tomorrow will reach, considering the situation of things on ground. But mothers, fathers, uncles, aunties, brothers and sisters, big brothers and big sisters, live an exemplary life, especially with your personal hygiene, so that these children will know what they are copying. Please, dears. Thanks. My cousin came to visit me during the holidays, my younger cousin. I had to buy him deodorant because I noticed that he wasn't using deodorant. I had to buy for him. So I'm hoping that from that one I bought for him now, common sense, he'll start buying. Because I send him money from time to time, especially when he asks. So use deodorant, okay? And take care of those children that God has blessed you with. We don't want them to grow up and be stinking. Please, thank you. And thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like it though. It's not because you feel attacked, you don't like my video. Like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.